live.
Woohoo! What's up, Facebook? Oh, I like that. That's nice. I know. I have wine for Wine Down Wednesday. Matt and I are super excited to have today's Lunch and Learn.
Hello.
We have two really cool things to share with you before Matt goes live with his Lunch and Learn. And he's going to tell you what December's Lunch and Learns are going to feature. Once again, they're every Wednesday here at Music Compound, streamed live for you. So make sure to comment, like, share this. A lot of great content. It's a great way to spend your lunch. If you're on your lunch break, you can learn a little bit of something about music. And this month is all about holiday and history and different instruments as well. So before we get started, we want to give a huge shout out to our Lunch and Learn sponsor today, which is Mellow Mushroom. And we are going to show you how amazing this pizza is. Michelle just brought it by. They are open, full capacity as well. They have indoor seating, outdoor seating, lots of great specials. Family friendly. Have you been to the one here in Sarasota?
Not in Sarasota yet.
Oh my goodness. It is absolutely amazing. And the artwork on the walls, like you walk in, you're like, this is groovy.
Very psychedelic.
Yeah, is that
very
how the other
vibrant.
ones are?
Yes. Asheville. I've been
Here,
to Asheville, Savannah, Charlotte. So I'm looking forward to Sarasota's.
Yeah. So just to kind of make you guys really hungry, I don't want to drop the pizza. I think it's okay like that. So there's two different flavors here, and they also have gluten crust, which is also vegan. So if you're looking for something great to eat with the family on a Friday night or Saturday, if not their lunch special, they've been to their lunch place a few times with my husband. He used to work down in Gulfgate. So, and they brought us some coupons. So if you're in today, you can pick up a $5 coupon off your next visit. And they have sandwiches, they have salad. They do catering as well. So they're a fantastic place. Once again, it's locally owned as well. Each location is ran by somebody different, and they actually buy into it. So once again, Mellow Mushroom. Am I saying that right? Yeah,
Mushroom.
Mellow
Yes.
Mushroom. Did I say marshmallow?
Kind of. It's like a combination. It's like a Midwest almost kind of.
Yeah.
The part of their theme is very psychedelic because of the mushroom element. Make no mistake, it's family friendly. They've got the gluten-free crust, so any children with allergies, good to go. And if you come in today, you'll get this free bruschetta card, only to a few, like the first maybe 4 people that come in.
Right. Well, I'm definitely taking one, and the one that has the free drink as well. So hopefully you guys will get here soon. So make sure to pick that up. Also, what I wanted to mention, it's Wednesday, and we have launched Wine Down Wednesday with Miss Mary. That's 7:30 to 8 o'clock every Wednesday. It's free for members, $10 for non-members. You'll log on with Miss Mary. She is going to be talking about classical music. She breaks down a certain piece for each time. She encourages you to get some coloring sheets and some markers where you can just doodle and relax your mind while you're listening to some classical music. This month we're featuring Beethoven. It's his 250th birthday. They don't know the exact date, so they're celebrating all month. So Matt and Mary will be breaking down that entire segment next Wednesday. But if you're free tonight from 7:30 to 8, join us for Wine Down Wednesday. Now, it wouldn't be Wine Down Wednesday if we didn't have wine. So we are not providing the wine. You have to provide your own wine. But I was just at Sea Grape, which is another local business here on the Suncoast off of 41. This is just south of Bee Ridge Road. Thomas has a fantastic selection of wines at really great prices as well. So today Mary's going to be talking about a red. She covered the rosé of the same brand. It's from Austria. So she did rosé last week. She's doing red this week. And then next week she's doing white. And then I asked for a nice holiday blend. This is an Italian wine. So this runs about $16. This one I don't remember. I think maybe 18, 20. Don't quote me on the price. But anyways, that's Sea Grape on 41, locally owned as well. As you know, Music Compound loves supporting local businesses. We're doing our part. And thank you for all of you that are supporting Music Compound, your loyalty. Once again, share this feed. Not only are we telling you about a great pizza place known as mellow mushroom, but we're talking about wine. And Matt is going to be talking today about holiday music all over the globe, and you're going to get a great history lesson too. Cool.
And along with that, Jenny just mentioned about the holidays. This is something that Mellow Mushroom is offering right now as far as catering, fresh baked holidays. Check it out. Certain offerings for big group gatherings, big family gatherings.
Which we're not supposed to be promoting.
Okay. Well, we won't promote it.
Live and TV. Yes, no. If you are having parties, obviously distancing. They did have a party the other day. They handled all the catering, so the guests weren't actually touching any of the food, which was fantastic. So we do know that everyone's going to be getting together over the holidays. Speaking of that, if you are a member, I do want you to know that we are going to be only offering online lessons the first week of January. We open back up January 4th. Only online lessons that week. We definitely want to prevent the spread of COVID. We know a lot of our people will be traveling, so it's for the safety for you and for our team members as well. And then we'll resume lessons January 11th in person. So anyways, we're here to learn something, and Matt is super excited to share with you what you're going to be learning today. So if you have an instrument or you have a notebook, get it out. Once again, make sure to like, comment, and share this, and we hope you guys have a blessed and fun Wednesday. We'll see you guys today at 7:30 with Miss Mary.
All right, so we're just going to segue over here, and I'm going to play a really well-known holiday song for you and then talk about it, what's kind of unique about this song. So I'm just going to bring this camera a little closer, and we'll be set. All right, so we are in the kids' rock room right now. And so part of the thing in music is, you know, whatever instrument is there and available, you want to be able to just use that and get right to it. And so this particular keyboard, you know, we've got the red and green stickers for note identification. So I'm only going to play red notes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to play green notes. No, check out this song. That song is What Child Is This? And a lot of you have probably heard that many years of growing up. You've heard it in different situations, on movies, in a church congregation kind of setting. And what I found interesting about it, first of all, I'm not a music historian, but I am going to bring a couple little neat tidbits that I read about this song. It actually, many of you know, it's Greensleeves. And from my understanding, Greensleeves was more in the 16th century. And it was a song about nothing to do with Christmas or actually any religious type holiday. It was more like a romantic kind of song. A guy that managed an insurance company, and I know Dad is watching, and so this is that blending of the insurance industry and music, came together to write the lyrics for one of the most well-known Christmas holiday songs called What Child Is This? The lyricist, he got really, really sick. He had been managing an insurance company, got really, really sick, pretty much deathly ill, had a spiritual experience during this, ended up reading about the birth of Christ and wrote lyrics with it. Now, I'm not going to sing with it, but I want you to hear the tempo, and we're going to talk about what's going on in this. a few things going on in that song. One is the time signature itself, which is, it could be interpreted as 3/4 or 6/8. To break that down, all that means is when you tap along or you clap along with it, it's not really that much of a big song to clap with, but if you were going to tap, you might go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and that'll pretty much lock up the entire song. You could also interpret it, if you've got more energy to tap along with it, you could go 6/8, which would be more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you could count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. That is the pulse, that's the meter of the song. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3. So there's the pulse of the song. Now we've also got a minor key going on. This is E minor. And so some of piano students and guitar students are going to know about the E minor chord. They're going to know about the E minor scale as well. And so I'm not going to totally go into that right now. But just to let you know, E minor and G major are related. And when I mentioned about the song having this lift and it going to the major, that's when everything goes. Now that last chord is a B7 chord, and I thought this was really cool because keep in mind the song started as something totally different, not even a spiritual or faith reflecting kind of song. What it was a mixture of some British and some Spanish influences. And so my musical sense is telling me that this B7 is more of the Spanish influence, because that would be more in keeping with like a flamenco kind of style. So here it comes up, B7. So it gives a little bit of a Spanish flavor. I never knew that until I read about it. One thing that I found interesting about holiday music in general is that there was a lot of collaboration going on, and a lot of times it was unintentional collaboration. Now that is a really nice way of saying somebody took a song that they heard or the beginning parts of a song and then they ran with it. And there's many different instances where original songwriters that kind of took it to the next level, they didn't even get the credit for it. And that's what happened, I believe it was in 1957, with Jingle Bell Rock. And so this is a song that I have been getting requested to teach many times, even starting months ago. There's students here that are learning Jingle Bell Rock and they love it. It's really, it's something from the 50s and it's kind of timeless. It's still a fun song. I'm going to play it for you and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Here we go. right, so you can hear some of those. Oh, I'm glad that brings back some memories for Dad, who experienced that song fresh when it was out in '57. Now, what I never knew is the original name for Jingle Bell Rock was Jingle Bell Hop. And as I said earlier, I'm not a music historian, so all the names and authors, if you want, just go and Wikipedia that later. But the writer of the Jingle Bell Hop brought it into the studio. They recorded it, and the musicians just were not into it. They were not feeling it. There was no vibe. In fact, they really weren't having it. And so a couple of the session musicians, they started playing around with it. And keep in mind, in those days, a lot of the types of rhythms were... blues rock kind of bass kind of stuff, and you know, you got Buddy Holly, Rock Around the Clock, everything. Well, it just made sense in those times to make it Jingle Bell Rock. So the two session musicians that actually elevated the song and put in some of those cool chord changes, especially at the end where you hear this. Those kind of modulations and everything, those were written by the session musicians, and they actually never got credit. So that is what I mean when I say that was unintended collaboration. And that's actually what's happened with a lot of different holiday music and music in general, is there's this creative cosmos where someone will come up with an idea and then someone else can add and elevate it. And sometimes that's the same person, or it could be someone around the globe. Speaking of around the globe, I wanted to share what one of the original ideas for this Lunch and Learn is, which is celebrating holiday music from around the globe. And found this really cool app. I don't know if this is going to show up backwards to you right now, but if it is storymaps.esri.com, and it's put out by the Smithsonian Institute. And so you can see here where I can click on and pick a country, and all these are musical examples. And so what I'm going to do is show you, I thought this was super cool, in Sierra Leone, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, or if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, forgive me in advance. So, okay, so this is actually music that the monoculture is celebrating on Christmas Day. Check this out. Boot up the Bluetooth speaker here. Here we go. Sierra Leone. So just a little sample there. All different cultures celebrating in their own style. And, again, holiday music, faith-inspired music, it's not just all about Christmas. We've got Jewish culture, which this time of year is celebrating Hanukkah. And wanted to share with you the Hanukkah song and talk about what's happening in this song. See, if you have heard this, this kind of feel where it's very celebratory, and a lot of what we call open fifths and fourths. And so that's this D to A. So that's actually the melody. It jumps around and it's very festive. Hanukkah, Hanukkah, Hanukkah. And so all these different intervals, all these different melodies and rhythms can be used in holiday music. And another one that wanted to talk about is Carol of the Bells. And Carol of the Bells was actually written in the Ukraine. And I am going to zoom out here and find, okay, here we are on our map, and we're going to go for the Ukraine. And this, I'm just going to play a hint of this. So kind of a liturgical, totally a cappella choir. That's some of the Ukrainian style. The writer of Carol of the Bells was basically commissioned to write it. They had done some research and found 4 notes that were used more in ancient music that basically from many years before this composer even existed in the Ukraine. And anyway, he decided to make this repetitious melody out of 3 of the notes and then incorporate the 4th note later. Now, something that is really super cool about this, I saved a screenshot, but right now I'm not going to drop that in here. I'll just tell you what it's about. This song, Carol of the Bells, has been performed in rock genres, jazz, country, orchestral, progressive rock, heavy metal, instrumental, new age, soundtracks. So many different genres have recorded this. Love this part. 5 notes. One favorite version of that one is check out the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They do an amazing progressive rock version of Carol of the Bells. And so keep in mind that is straight from the Ukraine, and just a fun song. I saw one of the funniest comments on that song, which is someone coined it the most aggressive Christmas carol ever is Carol of the Bells. So it is. It's very bold. It's very in your face. There's no escaping Carol of the Bells. So I hope that this time was inspiring for you. Remember about Mellow Mushroom, and particularly I love the fact that they have gluten-free pizzas. A big fan of that, and they were kind enough to supply Music Compound with pizzas for all the staff here today. Some gluten-free, some not, and salad and everything. So please go see them, and remember, they've got a lot of different promos going on right now. Support local business. Thank you so much for joining us today for this Lunch and Learn. Remember, we've got 20 instructors, 20 plus instructors that are at the ready to inspire you, collaborate with you, and educate you on your musical journey. And later this month, we're going to have some cool interviews talking about production, talking about rhythm, and also some more holiday music. This was just kind of a quick one, and I hope that when you listen to some of these songs, that you listen to them with fresh ears. All right, have a great rest of your day, and remember to share, share, share. All right, thanks. Have a great day.